Hi, in this video, we're going to go over really briefly just some practice with accents in Attic Greek. So we have these three words. I haven't put accent marks on them. Get a different color here. But we're going to talk about where the accent would be given certain versions of them in the dictionary. Okay, so the first word is anthropos. This means man or human being. It's got three syllables here. You can do 1, 2, 3. This is a short vowel. This is a long vowel. We know because it's an omega. And this is a short vowel. We know that because it's an omicron. And all omicrons are short vowels. And we have a smooth breathing mark here. So if you were to see in the dictionary entry, and say we saw this is the nominative, so it would be the dictionary entry. But if we were to see a version of this word somewhere with the third to last syllable accented, we could assume that this word, because I told you it's a noun, it means man or person, has a persistent accent on the third to last syllable. So it will go there if it wants to, or if it can. It will go on this syllable, third to last syllable if it can. So let's see if it can. Okay. Here, if we had an accent here, it would have to be an acute accent. Go the pitch would rise on this syllable, fall on this syllable, and you have one syllable with a short vowel left. It's one mora in length. That's exactly how it likes to be sort of in ancient Greek, and so we could put it there. Now imagine there's a grammatical form of this word that we'll go over later. But now imagine we take this and we put in here an upsilon, okay, a lowercase upsilon there. This is now a diphthong, so it counts as a long vowel. We'll talk about diphthongs in a different video, but this will count as a long vowel. So if we added a vowel here, or an acute accent here, it would go up here, down here, and there would be two morai of left over, which is more than ancient Greek words like. So what we would do in that case, just erase this. What we would do in that case is we would put an acute accent here. All right? It couldn't be a circumflex because that would result in the circumflex accent was pronounced historically as a rise and fall in pitch, which is why it can only go on a long vowel. And a rise and fall in pitch takes more, because a rise and fall in pitch takes more time. That would leave still two morai afterwards, after the rise and fall. And so we would put it right here. We'd have a rise, fall, and no more. So the best case scenario is you have a rise, then a fall, then you have one mora left over. The second best is you have a rise and then a fall, and then no more left over. And then the last case scenario is it's just a rise on the last syllable here. So imagine now that we have this word logos, and these are both short vowels. Imagine now that the dictionary entry shows us that there's a persistent accent on the first syllable. Logos, by the way, means word. Well, it can mean some other things, but we'll call it word. So if the persistent accent is on this first syllable here, let's see, it can rise, and then it will fall on the second syllable. The pitch will rise here and fall here. There will be no more left. We don't really have another option because there are no more syllables to deal with. If the persistent accent were on the second syllable here, then we would have an accent here. But because there is, if there were, say, an accented word afterwards, like this, we would have to erase this and put in a grave accent right here. Now that's not actually how the word is, so I'll erase this. That's no, let's get a larger one. So that's not exactly how, that's not actually how the word would be in reality. But this last one here, we've got a long vowel here, short vowel here. Epsilons are always short. So let's see what we would do. This is a verb, prate. It means to do. So this is a form of the verb, but the infinitive would mean to do. And so we know it's going to go back as far as it can. It's going to go back to the third to last syllable if there is one, second to last if there is one. So it's going to go here. Now, if we put a acute here, it will rise there and fall there. There'll be nothing left, no mori left after the rise and the fall. However, we can do a circumflex, which means it rises and falls in this syllable, and then there's one more left here because this is a short vowel. There's only one, so that would be the preferred way of doing it.